Welcome into the Scania world of production, where we build the world's best trucks.
Hi, we are in Sweden, Södertälje, in front of the Scania headquarters, the renowned auto and powertrain manufacturer.
When we enter this hall, come towards almost fag end of the hall, you will see an amazing collection, or you can really get a good idea about the brand progress right from 1900, how the Scania different brands are there, right from a small motor vehicle, cycles, or even a passenger public transport system. So on the different areas, how the Scania started the products, the mobility products. So you will get a very good picture, and it's very amazing, interesting to run through these different models. Here a few old technologies engine, or the different evolution of the engines are displayed over here. The first one, we can see the Scania Vintage carburetor engine, which is working on a carburetor principle, as we know, with a carburetor and the spark plug. The petrol engine is done. So I think it's a 6-cylinder engine. Okay. So that was built in 1901. This engine was built, and this had an output of 75 HP at 1800 RPM, and that works on a petrol. And second one is it's called Scania Vabis Hesselman engine, which is using a principle developed by Jonas Hesselman, which is along with the carburetor diesel hybrid engine. It is developed in 1926. It is burning crude oil. The engine had a considerably lower compression ratio than a diesel. So this Hesselman principle, in Hesselman principle, the fuel is supplied to each cylinder with the aid of an injection pump. Okay, it's not like a carburetor. With an injection pump, the fuel is supplied, and the ignition is by means of a magneto and conventional spark plug itself. So here we can see the distributor and also the spark plug. So there is a pre-ignition chamber from which the fuel is supplied to the cylinder. So this is second generation 1926, and had an output of 80 HP with a set volume of a 7-liter engine. And here anyway we can see the cylinder head of a engine. Then this is the liner, cylinder liner, and inside which the piston will be assembled, and a connecting rod which will connect to the crankshaft. So the power developed on top of the piston will be transferred to the crankshaft through this connecting rod. So again, coming back to the next generation engine, here we can see a pre-combustion diesel engine which was developed in 1936. Okay. This has got again a 7-liter engine with an output of 120 HP output. So again, this has got a derived improved version of the Hesselman principle, working on a pre-combustion chamber diesel engine. So this is working on an IDA principle, indirect diesel engine, diesel injection. And next one is a direct injection DI diesel engine, Scania Vabis, which has got an output of 135 HP with a swept volume of 8.5 liters. So here the direct injection injectors we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cylinders will have 6 injectors. Okay, and yeah, so here we can see the fuel pump where the diesel will be supplied, pumped to each cylinder. Thank you. Here a few of the vintage models also displayed. As we know, Scania belongs to the Volkswagen group, and this particular Beetles car, it's a very famous, world famous model Beetles, and this particular car has got a very historical importance in the Beetles history or Volkswagen's history. And here it is written, this is the 301st supplied car by Scania Vabis of South Delhi, and this was sold to Mr. Brook, where it was used by the forestry officer Vladimir Boda. And I think this car was renovated, and on the 50th Jubilee celebrations in 1998, where in 1998, remember, the Beetle has reported over 22 million sales, well over sales record. So during that celebrations, I think this car was bought back here. So this vehicle's importance is it's one of the first, the four-wheel drive fire engines. And here we can see the amenities of a fire engine. Even from the photograph, it's very visible, the different amenities being used. And the peculiarity is like, you know, the siren for this vehicle was fitted with the exhaust, so that now when the vehicle is running, it gives the bell sound and also the siren. See, and this is a four-wheel drive fire engine, and Scania is one of a legacy vehicle model. The vehicle name is Scania Vabis T1 1990. Okay, this is Scania Vabis 1962 model LT75 is a spec. So this was earlier used for motor construction works. Okay, this is another interesting model which was in operation till 1962, and it was largely used for transportation of sugar, lime, coal, etc. Okay, so it was used for the goods carrier. And very interestingly, this particular model has run almost 350,000 kilometers, and till there was a restriction for the petrol due to the war situation. Okay, this was a petrol engine with a gross vehicle weight GVW of 8.7 tonnage and with a payload of 4.8 ton. Okay, and so it has got an output of 90 bhp, and it's a 6.5 liters petrol engine which is used over here. This is another vintage model, and one of very popular Scania model, Bulldog bus during 1932. Okay, so this has got a very specific advancement in terms of technology by using a progressive suspension which could carry a larger or more passengers for throughout the wheelbase. Okay, so that was one of the major technical advantage which was made to this, and which could ply which the customer who bought this Scania passenger bus was Moonlake in Gothenburg. And this is Scania's 112M model. The specialty of this model was like 1985. They started the manufacturing in US to capture the US market, followed by the good response of the Scania trucks. This has got a features of a 12 volt battery system, and also intercooler exhaust, modified exhaust systems, and this got a good response, market response across, especially from the US. But later on, due to some sales strategy, the model was pulled out. So that's the model Scania 112M. This particular vehicle is a tipper model. Okay, so tipper used to carry heavy loads, and which can be moved, unloaded very easily with a tipper. That's called the tipper. So this Scania is one of the models which was in service during the 60s. So this is a display of the off-road engines, mainly used for marine applications and also the power solutions, generator applications. Here we can see different range of engines, up to 13-liter engine we can see over here.